Wheeler's talking about how he doesn't care about getting canceled. He wants it.
Mm-hmm.
There's also another guy who kind of has a similar take, Woody Allen. So he was at Venice.
Not to interrupt, but thank you for the comparison. I really appreciate it.
Wheeler and Woody Allen.
They're both wordsmiths.
Exactly. So Woody was at the Venice International Film Festival, premiering his new film Coup de Chance or Chance. Received a 5-minute standing ovation afterward, by the way, because they love to clap for these things. But at the same time, protesters reportedly gathered outside the premiere, criticizing the festival for giving Woody Allen a platform. So Allen's appearance at Venice marks his first major film festival appearance since 2016.
Wow.
When he was at Cannes.
What is he, 87? I mean, you don't have to look it up, but someone will look it up. I mean, he ain't 81. He's closer to 90 than he is to 80.
Yeah.
87.
And he was what did he? What
All right, hold on. Shouldn't everyone just stop and applaud me for a second? I didn't look it up. I know he's old. That's all I got. Nothing. Right on the next thing. Wheeler and Chris.
He's accused.
Specific number 87. It's not 85-ish.
Accused child molester, right? Is that the?
Yes.
And they just invite him to a film festival and give him an ovation.
That's right. So that people are really upset about it. So
he won the.
I see. To me, that's legitimate. I should be upset.
Well, they gave him the Roman Polanski medallion, and that's where people I think feel like they're just rubbing it in their face.
So
that I would agree with that.
Yeah. So an interview asks the 87-year-old if he feels like he's been canceled, and Woody responds, "I feel if you're going to be canceled, this is the culture to be canceled by. I just find that all so silly. I don't think about it. I don't know what it means to be canceled. I know that over the years, everything has been the same for me. I make my movies. What has changed is a presentation of the films. I work and it's the same routine for me. I write the script, raise the money, make the film, shoot it, edit it, and it comes out. The difference is not from cancel culture. The difference is the way they present the films. That's the big change." Yeah.
Well, he's got F me money, which is more than FU money. And at a certain point, when you're that old, I mean, so that's like you go, that old guy just went
also, exactly. If you even how much you don't when you're 87, FU money's probably $13,000, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you got 4 years,
right? He's got tons of dough. And he's at that point where they go, that old guy went to the supermarket. He's wearing his pajama bottoms and he grabbed that chick's titty, and you're like, yeah, what are they gonna do? Yeah. He's old. What are they gonna do? Lock him up?
We want to go through that process.
Yeah. Or give him the Polanski.
You can do what you want when you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But anyway, new movie coming out, and he's not afraid.
Do you think it's a kind of a European thing? It feels like they're more open to this shit.
Yeah.
Didn't Polanski flee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's because they seem to be fine with it?
They seem to be a little more open to the old dude, young chick equation. It seems more baked into their culture than ours, and then just generally having some bitches on the side.
Well, how about I'm just a guy coming up with solutions. You're free trips to Europe for child molesters from America to you can go there, do it there. One-way ticket.
One way.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have countries that have sex tourism. Can you imagine, like, just being a temp at that office? Answering the phone. It's a sex tourism travel agency.
Yeah.
Those fucking.
Hold on. Go back a step. What do you mean by sex? Like to go to sex clubs and shit?
Like, all right, let's just say you're a businessman here in Burbank, California, and you have a hankering for a 9-year-old, but we frown upon that here in Burbank. But you can go to the Philippines or Thailand or somewhere, and there you can kind of do it, like what we do with fireworks in Mexico.
Yeah.
We can't get the good shit here. But yeah, you go to Tijuana, you can get some good shit. But if I like fireworks, then I'm going to TJ.
These are real businesses.
So you can go to like the Philippines and just it's legal.
I don't want to insult Chris's people, but look, I think maybe Thailand is probably a place. I don't know what's number one on the destination for sexual tourism. Plus, it does kind of ruin it for all the single middle-aged dudes who just want to see Thailand.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Bert's going, I'm
Well, I'm
going to
gonna think
Thailand.
about that,
I
Oh,
got
we
you.
know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bring your
yeah.
condoms, bro. I'm bringing my camera.
Oh,
yeah,
sure,
and
sure.
your condoms.
Camera,
and
you
your
sicko.
condoms.
Yeah, you always say someone says they're going to Thailand. You're like, what are you doing out there?
Yeah, I always heard
Yes.
about Thailand for hookers. I didn't know about that shit.
I don't know. I don't know what the number one destination for.
I've seen some documentaries on that, and yeah, it's Thailand,
Oh, it is.
but
All right.
it's also, I think, Vietnam.
All right. It's all
But I
the
think
places that don't have
yeah,
money.
yeah.
That's whatever. When you start getting into selling kids, it's usually places, you know, it's not the
Yeah.
Brunei or some OPEC nation. It's usually the kids are super poor.
Not a lot of
nations.
electric cars there.
Not a lot. No. If they do, they have like three wheels and you're sitting on a basket or something.
Not many charging stations.
No. Not a good network.
So speaking, we were talking about that loud walker stewardess on your plane. Well, I think you'd rather have her than this guy. So Delta Airlines, there's a flight from Atlanta to Barcelona on Friday night, and it was forced to turn around because a passenger had just had crazy diarrhea.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we actually have the audio
Oh.
of that the pilot reaching out to air traffic control.
So it took off from Atlanta, did you say?
Yeah, to
How-
Barcelona.
To Barcelona?
Yeah, and they
Wow.
were forced to turn around over central Virginia.
Okay, so Atlanta to Barcelona. I mean, that's
It's a
got to
big flight.
be an 8-hour flight? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's hear it.
Negative. It's just a biohazard issue. We've had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane, so they want us to come back to Atlanta.
Diarrhea all
It
the
sounded
way
like he-
through
it
the
sounded
airplane.
Like he put it on it didn't land in the toilet was the issue.
That's what he is saying. So there's some people on X that have been tweeting about it, claiming that they were on the flight. So one guy said, quote, "Both my wife and I were on the flight. It was a mess. The pilots made the right decision to turn around.
Wow.
The ground crew ripped out the carpet and put new in. Considering the circumstances, the ground crew did a great job along with the attendants and the pilots." Some other person said, "It was dribbled down the aisle, smelled horrible. The vanilla scented disinfectant used on it only made it smell like vanilla shit. After the plane landed, it was thoroughly cleaned. They didn't leave until around 2:30 a.m. Yeah, so I mean,
Vanilla Shit was that 60s white blues band, right?
Yeah, Vanilla. I saw Vanilla Shit live. They were really
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
yeah, classic.
Ginger Baker used to play the drums for them. Wow. All right. Well, the bad news is we're getting off the flight. The good news is we're definitely getting a fucking free hummus box when we're going to Barcelona. There's no fucking way they charge you for that Miller
Can I tell
Lite
you? I bet
and
nowadays
Coke, right?
I'll bet they don't do shit.
They got to hand you at least a couple of natty lights on that plane. You're getting a free drink.
Do you want a natty light while you're smelling vanilla shit?
So now the person's it must be a dude.
Yeah,
Doing this.
they're not obviously not releasing any info about the person, but
We may have the Yoko Ono song.
okay.
So I'm told. So we'll see if it's the right song or not.
If you keep playing on money and power, we'll tell you meanwhile your sprinkles out of soda. So keep off at grass and in some kind.
Well, it's as bad as any song I heard.
What a mess, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Have to put up with a body like you.
What did John have to say to her? He was in the Beatles. You know what I mean? It'd just be like if you owned a comedy club and you saw Robin Williams break through there and Bill Cosby and Chris Rock or something, and then your son started doing comedy and he was fucking doing knock-knock jokes. Like, wouldn't you have to say, like, I mean, didn't John Lennon have to, like, say that's not really
It seemed like
music?
he liked it. I don't know.
Maybe she was a loud walker, too, and he just fucking couldn't. Maybe he's just paralyzed.
Or maybe he was a loud walker. That was the best he could get.
Could have been a loud walker because he was barefoot walking across Abbey Road, or was that Paul? That was Paul.
Paul was
Oh,
Paul.
sorry. All right, I was trying to connect two things. What else we got?
All right. Just have you reached out to Jay Moore recently? Because
Oh,
been
yeah.
reported that he's now married. So he was married to Jeannie Buss, the Lakers owner. They on Sunday during a small intimate ceremony in Malibu, where about 20 close friends and family members were in attendance, and the bride and groom looking happy as can be.
Yeah, I found that out. Fucker said he was going to invite me, but I guess if it's miniature, that's small.
Yeah.
In Malibu.
It's right on the water there.
Well, that's
What do you think? What's she worth?
she.
Billion?
Oh, it's got to be more. Well, I don't know. What's the Lakers franchise worth? Because she has. I think maybe it's broken up into eights.
Google says that the Lakers are worth $6.44 billion.
I think she's good for $1 billion.
And she's probably got more shit than that, too.
Oh yeah, she's got. Probably like inflatable mattress and camping
So
shit.
a woman
and
like that, does she have to? She makes him sign something, right?
I think he's signing stuff, lots of stuff.
Exactly.
I make him sign shit before he comes into this building. Forget about if I had was worth $1 billion. But yeah, that's good. Good for Jay.
Yeah, good for him, man.
Yeah, and I don't know. I should talk to Garrigus about this. Like, I don't know if you can sign a prenup that just goes, you get nothing. You just sign a prenup that says you don't get 50% of $1 billion.
Well, I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, I assume can't be that.
It's not going to be nothing if they get
Well,
divorced.
if you're worth $1 billion and you give $2 million, you don't give two fucks.
Yeah, the issue with like Kevin Costner, the issue isn't giving her $40,000 a month for the rest of her life. The issue is giving her $250,000 a month for the rest of her life. Those are the issues. All right, what else we got?
So The Rock and Oprah. So they got together and made a video they posted on Oprah's Instagram that
Is it just me, or do people not really give a shit what Oprah says anymore?
I don't think it's just you, because and the way I know that is she is everywhere now, and like she's trying. It seems like she's trying a lot harder than she
Are
was.
people finally discovering that she doesn't have anything to say? Is that what's going on? Because she does the same thing the chicks from The View do, which is they entertain unemployable people. They entertain people with zero IQs, and then they talk about feeling. Chick think they talk to their unemployable audience, and they tell them things that are not that interesting, not that she's a circle talker. She talks about being your best self and discovering your light, and once you discover your light, you can discover other people's light. But she's
What's her outlet now? It's just social media?
Yeah, like her and Gayle King just do some videos together, and they go to Beyonce concerts and
I don't know. I just feel like nobody cares what she has to say
I
anymore.
definitely don't give a
There was a time when it was like Oprah says, and then people would listen.
Well, she seems to disagree because she and The Rock, they made an Instagram video where they're inviting people to donate to their new Maui fund for those affected by the wildfires.
Okay, well
Yeah,
that's
so they
good.
called it the People's Fund of Maui. But every comment on this are users and viewers asking, wait, you guys are worth like $1 billion, more than that. Why aren't you giving money? This is insane that you're asking us to donate when you could be helping yourselves. And probably do better or give a bigger donation.
Do we
than
know they
us.
they probably did, right?
They got to prime the pump
would've-
with something.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, I'm not one of these people. Here's who I am. They go, oh, that guy just built that library so he could put his name on it. All right, well, you fuckers got a library.
Yeah.
So that's one more library than we had, And there's also that thing where, you hear about some guy and goes on tour and gives everyone a bonus of $10,000. They go, he can afford a lot more. Yeah, he can afford, but that's still $10,000 more than they had the day before. I always side with the people that are at least out trying to do something.
Right.
So
I'm with you on that.
I'm with Oprah. I'm just saying, like, if you're running for president, an endorsement from Oprah used to mean something. I don't really feel like it means anything.
It was a game
anymore.
changer for your business, for your
Yes.
book, for anything. For
I
her to
just feel
mention
like
it.
America's caught up to her saying nothing. It's been 35 years of saying nothing, and now we caught up to her.
Well, mainly, her big platform was the show. That's been off the air how many years?
I don't know. I'm not gay.
Her last interview was with Meghan Markle and that Harry dude.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
And people hate them.
Yes,
So
good.
maybe that was the kind of...
They're the next generation of nothing talkers.
Right.
Meghan Markle is the young. When Oprah goes, and we need nothing talkers,
Yeah, she
then
could have-
Meghan will
she
jump
could
in and
have a
fill the
daytime
void.
show.
Yeah.
I just didn't think I'd see the day because Oprah was untouchable, right? Like she could do no wrong. She's queen.
Everyone is kind of turning on everybody now who's got a couple of shekels to rub together. We're turning on Zuckerberg. We're turning on Elon Musk. We're turning on everybody who's successful now. That's
Yeah.
the new world order. Yeah.
It's like I don't know why, but yeah, it's a certain trend, especially on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was following somebody who posted their house, and they go, "Oh, things we splurged on," and it's like, "Oh, we got 2 dishwashers, we got another set of washer and dryers," and everyone's just like, "Oh," like they're upset that these people bought all this stuff, and it's like, why can't we be happy for them and just move
No,
on?
I'm upset
Oh.
they posted it.
Yeah.
Well, the reason people are upset is when they said 2 dishwashers and they posted a picture. It was just 2 Mexicans standing in the
Oh,
kitchen.
that was offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Chris. You misread that.
That's
why people are upset.
the chains didn't help
wasn't
either. Yeah.
Listen, I was just talking to someone about this. When I was growing up in this town, if you were rich, you would end up on a show and we get a full tour of your house. Like Candy Spelling would be walking you through Aaron Spelling's 57-room mansion, and she'd go, "This room is just for gift wrapping.
Yeah.
This room is an entire room." And I'd be sitting home going, "Fuck, they got a room that's twice as big as the bedroom I grew up in just for wrapping gifts."
Would that anger you?
No, I'd go, "Fuck, these are so successful." These people are like, maybe I could be successful. Maybe I'll get a gift wrapping room. Or, a closet just for my antique dolls or something like that. If you were rich, you got a tour. They took a tour through your house, and the show opened up the veranda, and there's the infinity pool in the backyard. And everything was to the nines. No celebrity home tours now.
No.
Like if you just...
Or if they open their fridge, it's bare. It's you can't talk about that. You came from
Yeah,
money
they're
anymore.
trying to be the man of the people too. I think people are with inflation and the economy. People are so pissed. Used to be like I'm with you. Is like used to be, man, I want to be like the richest dude in town. Now it's like fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's bad because we used to be sort of aspirational. That was the whole point, and now we want to tear it down.
Have you ever felt embarrassed being rich?
No. Okay. I started a thing on Loveline 25 years ago. More. I would go, "I'm a millionaire." Literally a millionaire. Literally a millionaire. I would say it over and over again all the time. Everyone hated it. But I was early money on this because this was something that's been going on for a while because I worked for K-Rock Radio. And K-Rock Radio was about 45-year-old DJs pretending like they were 23-year-olds from Orange County, wearing like flip-flops and board shorts everywhere, like, "Hey, bro." And I'm like, these guys make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they're fucking walking around. Now, you had to pretend you were poor and you were like young. And I immediately rejected it. I was like, I'm not. They told me, stop talking about flying first class because none of the people who listen to your show can afford to fly first class.
Can't relate.
And I'd go, well, fuck them. First off, I'm not them. I'm me. I'm the guy with the microphone. They're the guys sitting in their shitty cars. So I'm not pretending to be them. Pretending to be them is what you do when you don't have any ability. When you don't have any ability, the number one quality you have to have is not pissing people off. But if you're fucking good, it's the same with sports. You hit 341 home runs every year, you can act however the fuck you want in that locker room, in the clubhouse. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're a fringe player, you better start sucking Tommy Lasorda's dick. So I was like, I'm not the guy. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to pretend like I'm poor. You guys are all hacks, and you can wear your board shorts and your flip-flops. I'm going to be talking about flying first class. So it was around. It's been around for a while. I've always rejected it. If you earn, and I have the great honor and distinction of coming from nothing, from people who didn't give two shits and never fucking did a thing for their kids and knew nobody. So Dr. Drew would shut up because he felt guilty because his dad was a doctor. He grew up in a nice home, and he went to college, and he felt like he got a leg up. And so when you feel like you got a leg up, then you have to kind of watch it because someone's going to go,
Yeah,
well, you're
0 to
fucking
$1 million is
dead.
a much bigger deal than you would have been fine anyway to $1 million.
Yeah. So I grew up in squalor and then never got a break and then became successful. So I was like, fuck right off. I'm not going to pretend like I'm poor. No fucking way. But think about this thought experiment. Think about like Mark Zuckerberg and all the rich guys walking around. They're all wearing board shorts and flip-flops, right? All of them. You know, all Mark Cubans and all this. You see old pictures of dudes waiting in bread lines in the 20s. They're wearing suits. It's quite a juxtaposition.
Yeah.
The guys waiting in the fucking slop line were dressed nicer than the millionaires. So no more tours of the homes and no more walking out with your pinky rings because we don't want to get attacked.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
where we're at.
when I was a kid, they used to have that Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. That must be gone, that show.
You couldn't do it anymore because you couldn't get these celebrities. I mean, think back.
Even Cribs, yeah.
If Tom Cruise was a mega star back then, or any of these comedians or anybody, we know exactly what their house looked like. They don't do it anymore, and they're not going to do it. My feeling is this is not a good direction. Poor people, you need to fucking work harder. Stop shitting out kids. Work harder on your education, and get your shit together. It's not going to correct us not knowing that what Oprah has is not going to help poor people.
But also, aren't you smart enough to know that she ain't living in an apartment? We know she got money. We know Tom Cruise has fucking got 50 mansions. Don't we?
Yeah.
You know that?
I mean, look, everyone gets it. But I mean, it's what I always say. Documentary director Michael Moore dresses like an out-of-work lesbian trucker. And then when he goes on Howard Stern, and Howard Stern's like, your net worth is $50 million. He's like, oh, no, come on, not me. No, I mean, maybe with the house. I mean, that was an insane conversation of him saying to Michael Moore, well, you're a millionaire. You got to be a millionaire. You got $1 million. He's like, movies have grossed millions and millions of dollars and had no budget. He's a millionaire.
Yeah, people are really shy about that. Like, you ask a lot of the guests who come in who have like a hit song, go, hey, are you set for life?
Yeah.
And they're always really standoffish about it.
They're scared.
Yeah.
And they're scared.
I'd be bragging about it if one radio station would play my song one time.
There are not enough beeps in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.